Hello, Tottenham play Brentford this Saturday, and I'm a bit nervous. We've bought very well this window, apart from our front line. Links with Kane, Osimhen, and other players, Savinho, Gakpo, and all of that. But we go into the season with a pretty honky front three. As you can see there, Mortel and Richarlison ain't really what it is. But the thing is, I don't think that's our biggest worry. Our biggest worry is who comes on for them when one of them gets injured or tired. And it's poo. Genuinely poo. So here I am with my tactics board that I love to use because it's free. It's just a website, so I can do whatever I want. But I wanted to show why I think it's going to be a problem trying to play at Brentford on Saturday. And I think we're going to have to revert to minimal possession against them. This is a most likely lineup. I spelled Senesi wrong. Against Brentford. So one that was on the screen beforehand. I think we do have a problem because Brentford centre-backs are tall and no nonsense really. So with Kinski, when we played against Hoffenheim, I was there at the game, and during his warm-up he was doing these drilled long balls through the middle of the pitch. And I thought, that's weird. And then we done it in the game, and more until kind of Richarlison would drop deep, try to pin a centre-back. Both Richarlison and Moore go in behind when we can't play up front back. Problem with Brentford is they don't often commit centre-backs up, so they don't really go like Sangare, Jensen and Yanel. Just did not mean to do that. Yanel, they don't often come up to press, which is a problem. Now, if we're going to do that, Richarlison's going to have to go up because he's not good enough to build up and play, and Sangare will just keep sitting deep, and Richarlison will be very ineffective during play tomorrow on Saturday. Gallagher is going to have the game of his life if he wants to get. What we really need is this midfield to have the game of its life, really, because Igor Thiago doesn't press. They don't press as a team. They let the players have the ball. They're a very compact team, and that's what we don't really want. We want teams to come at us like Hoffenheim did, or tried to do anyways. So Brentford really would probably just sit back around here, which means that we can press up the pitch a bit more. You'll probably see Tell go a bit more wide, and Robertson in that almost false left back role. Porro will probably come up here at points. Tess Fernandez, Van Heck, and we'll probably be pushing ourselves up the pitch, and Gallagher will probably almost play as a striker at points. The problem with that is that we've got quite a small team. Apart from our defenders, I think the only 6 foot plus player we've got is Tell. I think he's 6 foot. So any ball over, Collins, Yanel, Sangare, they're just going to win it every time. Corners, going to be a problem. Coyote with his long throw, going to be a problem. And I can see us physically get beaten. When we don't have the ball, Kelleher looking to hit Thiago. The problem in that is he'll probably pin Senesi, because out of our centre-backs, Senesi is a weaker centre-back in the air. So Van Heck will probably be on his own at points. One thing that we don't have as well is fullbacks that attack the ball in the air, because my God, Porro, as much as he is good, will get done by Sade in the air. Sade is a very tall, athletic left winger, all Brentford's game plan will probably be, unless we sit off them, will be just play long on the counter, and that is another problem because that back line that we have, Porro's the quickest, and Porro will probably be the most advanced. Van Heck is quick to an extent. Senesi ain't quick. Robertson isn't as quick as he used to be. And Shardo and Ouattara are rapid. And I think we're going to struggle mainly because our front three won't be able... There's no hold up in the front three. Richarlison can hold up, but he's not good at it. Gallagher isn't going to be up there to hold up. Tell, he's not really a hold up player. He wants to run at players. And Moore isn't strong enough. So we are... The best way to kind of explain it is, if you remember Arsenal in the mid-2010s, they used to get bullied by teams because they weren't strong enough. And I think without key strong players, we're going to get bullied as well this season. And I think this is where we need someone like a Gakpo. We need someone aggressive in the midfield like a João Palhinha, not a Gallagher, if that makes sense. And I love Gallagher, he's a quality player, but he's not the level of quality we need. He's a mid-table attacking midfielder or midfielder. Now, what I think we should do is, call me crazy, is play Pape Sarr. And reason being is because Sarr is a lot more fit than Fernandes. And I don't know why I've just done that. Sarr's a lot more fit than Fernandes. Don't know what number Sarr is. What's Sarr? 29, isn't it? Sarr is a lot more fit than Fernandes and he looked really good against Hoffenheim. Got more legs than Fernandes as well. And if we're not going to... It depends if we're pressing or not. If we're pressing, obviously we want Fernandes. Fernandes is one of the best pressing midfielders in the world. And he was doing it at West Ham. And there should be numbers on the screen somewhere here, hopefully. Unless I look like a mug. If he comes in, to not be silly, because Sarr can be a silly sausage at times. Another point, but in our favour, is these wide positions. I think Moore and Lewis Potter's a mismatch on our side. I think Moore is... If Lewis Potter starts at left back, Moore will have him 1v1. He looked so good against Hoffenheim, scored 2 goals, so did Matisse Tell. But the only problem is the Premier League inexperience. I think Tell is good, but earlier on in the season we kind of had Kudus as our only winger because we had Kolo Muani on the other side, or a younger Tell, and they kind of doubled up on Kudus, and I feel like they will during the game. If it comes out to Tell, it'll be Coyote coming over, possibly Sangare or Jensen, and they'll double up because they know they can rely on the other midfielders, because their midfielder runs more than us, I think. And they're a lot more experienced as well, I think. So, if going like that, I think Moore will be left on his own because they'll see Tell as the threat. Say if we have, I don't know, here, Tonali might be in there, Gallagher might be in there, come for support, Charlison on the main man, Robertson, don't know, come there, Tara. Yeah, I could see that type of image being very common on Saturday, and I think that's a big problem for us. I think because Tell is good, but Tell isn't Sadio Mane. He isn't Leroy Sané. He's not Ronaldo. Yeah, I think we'll win, but I think it's going to be a bloody close one, and it will come from maybe, don't know, like a free kick from Porro or something like that. Hopefully Porro does play, but yeah, thank you for what this is. I think this is my first proper video, not sure, so thank you for watching, and come on you Spurs.